My name is Kat Rueckert. I'm running for Jackson Town Council. And basically, I saw this as my civic duty. It's one of those things where you're kind of going, if not you, who, if not now, when. Leveraging our community resources really comes down to a lot within the private sector as well as the public sector. And so I think if we utilize some philanthropic ideas and some public-based ideas and bring them together and have everybody contributing so everybody has a little bit of skin in the game, I think that's going to be really beneficial, really beneficial. So before I support a new mechanical wastewater treatment plant, I'd like to make sure that our budget and our phasing of construction is adequate so that our townspeople aren't burdened with excess taxes or excess costs, and then we have a smooth transition from the old system to the new system. So we don't have the money right now. Being a town council person, I have to weigh budget and needs, right? We could actually create a new lagoon, a new cell, and then we could transfer water purification elements to that new lagoon, let the sludge be overgrown with natural organisms and plants and material like that, and let that sludge kind of regenerate into usable soil again. And so that would mean that you wouldn't have to have excess costs in hauling off that sludge and moving it out elsewhere. And in the meantime, we're using our nonprofits, we're utilizing our private citizens, we're utilizing our government entities to work together to maybe update some of those systems. Eventually, when that new cell is full of sludge, we can maybe transfer back to these old lagoons again, and it can be an endless cycle where we're not having to waste and export more, like that we don't even need to waste and export. So I just think there's some really ingenuitive ideas that are going on, and I'd like to explore more into that. If there's some kind of limiting condition there that I'm missing, I just need to learn more about that. But I thought that was a really useful first step, is just how do we prioritize what we can do now? And I see that as a potential. My list of priorities did start with, budget, reining in spending. I did bring up trying to alleviate taxes. I brought up common sense housing, because I don't know if you can run if you're not talking about housing, and also preserving Jackson's Western heritage. And I think preserving Jackson's heritage means we want to preserve our water too. So if this could be, and these aren't necessarily listed in order of number one being reining in spending, I really want to make sure that we can save those rodeo grounds too. So all of these are just kind of a part of my main things that I'm looking at. And I couldn't say before, honestly, probably last month when I first started hearing about this, that wastewater treatment was on that top priority list. But if that's something that the people are really, really energized about, then that's something that needs to be on my top priority list. Because if that's what the people are saying, as a servant to the people, that's what I need to be doing.